the time goes by, technology evolves so as the needs of the learners. Teachers, as the facilitator of learning, must keep on that pace. Also, integrating technology in the instruction would help make the 21st century learners become more engaged in their work while also making learning fun and engaging. Hello, good day, ma'am. In this video, it is our pleasure to present to you on how we integrate or incorporate technology in our instruction that goes beyond the use of PowerPoint presentations. So without further ado, let's jump straight to the video.
Good day everyone, my name is Baby Annie Ingenio and welcome to our English class. Are you all ready for today's lesson? That's great, but before that, let's have first our warm-up activity. So here we go. So for our warm-up activity, we have here a jigsaw puzzle and a timer. So before the timer ends, you have to guess the picture. So here we go. Let's start. Jigsaw puzzle. So here's the first puzzle. Try to guess this one. Right, it is microphone. And the second puzzle is perfect. It is audience. Thank you so much for those who participated in this activity. So how did you find this activity? Was it interesting or enjoyable? How many puzzles did you guess? From this activity, did you get any clue what will be our lesson for today? That's right. So, our lesson for today is all about methods of speech delivery. We have 4 methods of speech delivery, and these are the first method of speech delivery is impromptu speaking. The second one is extemporaneous speaking. The third one is manuscript speaking. And the fourth one is memorized speaking. Now, let me give the floor to our other group member to report what are these 4 methods of speech delivery.
Hello everyone, I am Rayami Vicente Felicia and I am going to discuss about the impromptu speaking. So what is impromptu speaking? Impromptu speaking is a presentation of a short message without advanced preparation. The speaker is most commonly provided with their topic in the form of a quotation, but the topic may also be presented as an object, proverb, one-word abstract, or any one of the many possibilities. So when we say impromptu, it is something that is done without advanced plan or advanced preparation. Example of impromptu speaking are interviews, question and answer portion, and debates. So how can we deliver our impromptu speech effectively? So I have here a guidelines about the effective delivery of impromptu speaking. So first, once you are requested to say something, pause for a moment to plan in your head what to say. So do not answer or do not respond immediately. Give yourself a moment to think, internalize, and plan what you are going to say. The next, state your main point briefly and deliver it in a pace your audience can follow. So you should state your main point briefly, or let's say concisely and in a few words, and also deliver your message or your main point in a pace that your audience can follow for them to clearly understand your message or what you are saying. The next, draw upon experiences or knowledge. So you can relate your message on your personal experiences and your own knowledge. The next, use gestures and movement that arise naturally from what you are saying. So avoid using gesture that is not related to what you are saying. The next, be aware of the potential impact of your communication. Then lastly, your impromptu speech must end by saying thank you. So I have here a video, an example of a impromptu speaking.
Good morning everyone. Today I will be answering the question, Should schools implement an English-only policy? Diversity is a beautiful thing. Diversity is what makes every individual unique. Every human being is different. There are different ethnicities around the globe who have different dialects. English is a universal language, but I believe that we shouldn't be forced to speak in only English. Everyone must be given the freedom to speak the language they prefer using. Why must schools limit our freedom? Why must there be restrictions to non-harmful things? We must be raised as leaders, and we must be raised to think for ourselves and not just follow like sheep to their shepherds. Coming from an international school, I grew up with people who have different cultures, different beliefs, and different languages. We accept each other and respect each other for who they are and let them be themselves. In that school, I saw the beauty of diversity. And I saw the beauty of being unique and how nice it is for everybody to just be themselves. Of course, we spoke English to communicate with one another, but we were given the freedom to speak the language that we wanted to use. Limiting our freedom to dress, to speak, to act, and to believe in what we want to believe in will destroy diversity. It will make us uniform. It will make us all the same, just like robots manufactured in factories. And it will make us something that we are not. I agree that at certain times we must be required to speak in only one language in order to understand each other and to communicate more effectively. We need that during class discussions, group work, class recitations, and so on. But when there isn't a need for effective formal communication, I believe that we should be given the freedom to speak the language that we want to use. In general, I believe setting restrictions on harmless things like hair color, haircuts, clothes, things to bring in school and what not to bring in school, and language is pretty pointless. Like, what does our hairstyle have to do with the way we learn? Ironically, somehow, schools guide us to find ourselves without letting us be ourselves. See, everyone is different. We all have different personalities. Everybody is unique in his own way. We should be free to speak the language we want. We should not be required to fake our identity. Say no to conformity and let us be free to be ourselves. All in all, language is all about communication, and communication is all about understanding. The ultimate goal is unity in diversity. Yes, we may be citizens of the Philippines, but we are also citizens of the world. Thank you and happy United Nations Month to everybody.
So now let's move on to the other type or other methods of delivering a speech. So this one is what we call extemporaneous speaking. So when you were asked what is extemporaneous speaking, bear in mind that this is a speech on current events that is well planned and you was given a limited time. So this is delivered with the help of short notes and a outline. So, how do we deliver an effective extemporaneous speaking? First, you have to create an outline and organize our points logically. So use facts or real-life experiences as examples. Do not try to memorize your message word for word. Remember that you are asked to deliver extemporaneous speaking, not memorize speaking. So as you deliver this presentation, you have to adapt it to your audience because it is the most essential consideration when you were tasked to deliver a speech. Next is we have to manage our time well and rehearse, and rehearse. So it is the most other essential thing to do, rehearsal, because it is what we make it active or pro. So this is an example of a extemporaneous speaking.
Good day, everyone. I stand before you to speak of optimism and to discuss how to become one's own positive influencer. In today's world, influence has taken place in many aspects, especially in social media platforms wherein almost all of us are participative. It has created a way to form resilient connections, spread information, and strengthen communications. But how are we going to achieve all of this? These are my contentions on how to become one's own positive influencer. First, an influencer must be disciplined, as everything starts with this. He or she must be able to choose from what is right and what is wrong, and to be able to uplift the lives of others by applying his or her principles in real life situations. Second, an influencer must be able to be respectful and to be able to understand and to appreciate the value of diversity among people. Third, an influencer must be able to be positive in difficult situations, because this will create a positive outlook in life for those of his or her followers. If we will be able to do these simple things, we might be facing a great progress in improving our community. Because positivity results in effectiveness and efficiency, not just in the structure of living, but also in the system of existence. That's all. Thank you, and may God be with you.
Good day, everyone. I am Cyril Cayedo. So for today, we will tackle about the manuscript speaking. So what is manuscript speaking? So manuscript is a word-for-word iteration of a written message. In a manuscript speech, the speaker maintains his or her attention on the printed page except when using visual aids. How to deliver a manuscript. So here are some ways to effective delivery of manuscript speaking. So first, type your manuscript in short, easy to scan phrases. Then do not read the speech too quickly. Then we have the vary the rhythm, inflections, and pace of your delivery. Next is rehearse the speech over and over until you sound natural. Then use gestures and movement to add non-verbal interest. Last, observe accomplished news anchor and note how conversational they sound when they deliver the news. So some of the examples of manuscript speaking is the SONA and the graduation speech.
Dreams don't only mean the succession of images, ideas, emotions, and sensations we dreamt at night. Dreams are also the things we want to be and have in our lives. When I was a kid, I dreamt of many things. I want to be and have this and that. But back then, I didn't know how powerful dreams are. I didn't know what they're made for. Now, I learned how dreams play an important role in our lives. They make us human, give us self-actualization, and direct us to the future. First, dreams make us human. I believe everybody has a dream. No one wants nothing in life, right? We always have that something in mind that we want to have or achieve. And as a human being, that's normal. Unlike the animals, we have wants, not only needs. That makes us special among all God's creation. We have emotions that are not driven only because of our instincts. These emotions bring our passion, and this passion causes us to dream. It is basically what pushes us to exert effort and strive hard in life. Having dreams is being human. Next, Dreams give us self-actualization. Contrary to the first point, dreams are not just wants. They are also needs. One of our needs as a human is to know our self-worth and gain self-fulfillment. For short, it's self-actualization. According to Maslow's need hierarchy theory, self-actualization is one's realization of full potential as a human being. Dreams can help us know ourselves better. When we know what we want, we know who we really are. Through having dreams, we can know the purpose of our living, which can bring contentment to our next point, which is our future. Now, future. Dreams direct us to the future. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And with this thought, dreams can be excitingly scary. Future is an identified thing. Only God knows it. That uncertainty we have for our future makes us feel scared. We don't know the path we are heading to, and that's where dreams come in. With dreams, your 100% uncertainty sometimes becomes at least 50%. Why? Because you know what you want. You know your goal, you know what and which path you want to take, and somehow you'll have a vision of your future. Dreams can take us to the place we want to be, and that makes them exciting. Although the fear, which the other 50% of uncertainty brings, is still there, thinking that we might not achieve our dreams, but at least our dreams can assure us of what kind of future we are and would like to be directed to. Whatever your dreams are, pursue them. Don't hesitate to reach your dreams in life. No matter how big or small they are, as a human being, you deserve to dream and make them come true. You need to know your purpose in life by dreaming. And through dreams, you have the power to know the future. I'm Hannah Joyana, encouraging everyone to be like a kid, keep your faith, and keep dreaming. Thank you.
Pleasant day, everyone. I am Christine Grace S. Urot, and my topic for this report is all about the memorized speaking. So to start off, what is a memorized speaking? So from the word itself, memorize, you have to memorize the speech that you will be speaking towards your audience. So a memorized speaking, it could be a speech on current events that is planned and prepared on a limited time. So you are given the time to memorize or rehearse your speech. So it can also be delivered with the help of short notes and a clear outline. So now I will be giving you a guide onto how to effectively deliver a memorized speaking type of speech. So first off, do not deliver your speech too rapidly. If you are going to deliver your speech, you must sound and act natural. Yung parang hindi nagmamadali. So secondly, you can use gestures and movements to add interest and emphasis towards your message. Another one, rehearse the speech over and over again until you will sound natural and feel confident. So that is it is like the general rule of doing things. Actually, rehearse all over and over again until you will do better. So last up is observe how actors and actresses perform their script in a theater, television, or a movie scene. So this is a really good example for you to not a good example, but rather a really good reference for you to as a guide on how you should deliver a memorized speaking type of speech. So our group here has prepared a video as an example of a memorized speaking. May this be a good reference or guide if you are going to perform someday a memorized type of speaking.
The key is daily growth and small steps. Most people say education is the key to a successful life, and it can grant us the ability to fight against ignorance and poverty. But somehow for me, education is not for all. Not until my mom taught me the importance of it. Ladies and gentlemen, to our distinguished guests and viewers, today I am going to speak about the essence of education. Allow me to be in front of you, screen to screen, to lend my experiences and knowledge about education. I am Hezekiah C. Dongon, 19 years old, a student from a university, and I am here to justify that education is a path towards betterment. I could still clearly remember of my mom's words of wisdom the night when I was so really depressed with my studies and I felt drowned. She said, not all of us dealt the right card, but that doesn't mean you can reshuffle your deck for a better outcome. Her point is, we may do have different weapons and level of challenges individually in every battle, and it's on us on what kind of strategy we're going to execute to manipulate it. But our goal at the end is to win the fight of life. As I broaden my view, I've come to realize that life is so unfair and we do have many considerations to perceive before deciding. Honestly, I myself suffered with this. Yes, education is a definite powerful means for us to uplift our life to a higher standard in our community. But over this factual definition of it, many students maintain their position and deprive themselves in many opportunities, and one of the reasons is they are afraid to face challenges. There's such time that I am almost hopeless, anxious and uncertain about my future. I am afraid of everything, afraid of failing, and there was a point that I believe there is no room for me for improvements. Over those frightful moments, I grow, I stand, I face difficulties, and I continue to dream. And I said to myself at that very time, I will end my past me. Now, I am more determined than ever because I dedicated all of my efforts to my family, my parents who motivates me, and my friends who make me feel everything is so easy. They are my fuel of happiness and source of brightness to keep on pursuing my desires. Apart from wanting higher marks, I also want to make my parents proud by the end of this whole process, and to the people who believes of my capability. And so, as cliche as this may sound, every successful story begins with hardships. So I have a vision and a plan to put this into action. Very quickly, I learned the key to success was hard work and never give up. It is to surrender your today for a better tomorrow.
Hello everyone, I hope you listened carefully in today's discussion, and it's time for you to take the quiz. And here are some instructions that you need to follow. You may access the link until 10 a.m. today. Do not access near the due time to avoid unanswered items. You can only attempt the quiz once. Attempting to repeat it again can make your entry invalid. And lastly, take a screenshot of your score and attach it here. And take note, no sharing of answers please, just answer it honestly. Well, good luck then, you may start.